Perek HaSoiches HaOmnim Daf Pei Aleph. Sponsored Refuah Shlema for Tzipora Bas Gila. The Gemara discusses another law of the Mishnah. The craftsman says, Tulo es shelcha v'havei mos. Now, locha is he's a shomer chinam. Take your item and bring me the money. The Gemara brings a similar case where the law is different. A borrower is responsible for any mishap during the lending period. However, once it is over, he is not responsible to that extent, even if it is still in his domain. From the law of our Mishnah, it appears that if the craftsman merely notified the owner that his item is repaired, he is still responsible as he was, because he did not say, Tul es shelcha, meaning I do not want to be responsible anymore. The Gemara resolves this. The case that our Mishnah eliminates is where he reverses his statement and says, Have mos v'tul es shelcha. When the craftsman retains the customer's item as a security, he remains a shomer sachar. If he notifies him that it is ready, gamartiv, he became a shomer chinam, similar to the end of the lending period where the borrower's responsibility lessens, even if he does not expressly state, take what is yours. The Mishnah taught this law in the case of Tula Shelcha to teach even after he requested this, he is still a custodian. The Gemara discusses the status of the borrower after the lending period is over. Amemar holds he is a shomer sachar. He agrees to more responsibility to the lender in gratitude for use of his property. A brisa proves this. A groom purchases jewelry for his bride while she is still in her father's house on condition that she accepts. If she does not accept, he agrees to pay tovas hana since she appreciates the gesture. Even when she turns it down, if it was stolen or lost on the way back to the jeweler, he is liable because the groom benefited. Similarly, the borrower benefited from the loaned item. They are both like paid custodians. Rabbi Nachman differentiates between this case and one who takes wine on consignment. Even if he fails to sell it at his planned destination, he is liable for an unavoidable accident during his return, since he would sell it anywhere he could find the customer. Gemara discusses now the next law of the Mishnah, Shmor li u'shmor lecha. There is a general principle concerning all custodians. They are relieved of their liability if the owner was working for the custodian at the time that he assumed responsibility. Therefore, the Mishnah cannot be referring to both watching simultaneously. The Gemara brings an exception to this rule where a borrower borrowed the item without the knowledge of the owner employed on his behalf. A gazlan, a shol shalom midas, is a gazlan. One who borrows without the knowledge of the owner is a thief and is fully responsible. A renter who violated the terms of the contract with the owner. The owner requested that the borrower walk his donkey on a dry riverbank to his destination. The renter used the wet route and the animal died. He said when he walked there it was dry, claiming he should be believed by way of amigo, that he could have lied that he walked on the generally dry route. Abaya claimed it is like amigo b'makom edim because we are non-sadi that way that he took is always wet. The next law in the Mishnah is the custodian's response to the request of Shmor li. Number one, if the custodian responded, Hanach lefanecha, put it in front of you, he did not accept responsibility. Number two, if the custodian responded, Hanach, place it down, the law is uncertain. The Gemara cannot prove it from a machlokus of Rebbe Rabbanim, where one gave permission to leave merchandise in his courtyard, which was subsequently damaged by the owner's animal. According to the Rabbanim, the owner is liable because when he allowed him access, he accepted responsibility. According to Rebbe, he allowed him to leave his merchandise at his own risk. The Rabbanim holds the owner's agreement has to mean I will be responsible because it was his property. Whereas in the marketplace, when he says put it down, he means put it down and watch it yourself. Rebbe, on the other hand, holds private property as an offer even without responsibility. But in the marketplace, all he could mean is I accept responsibility.